Yeah, I know there's a big movement out there of people that have been diagnosed at an early age, and it's one of the fastest growing populations for this diagnosis, unfortunately, is under 35. So, not ignoring yourself and symptoms, even if you're young and healthy and don't even have I was seeing my PCP once a week or once a year, and that was about it. I've never had a major surgery, never had really any bad injuries or sicknesses, so I was having symptoms for a few months, and I went into my PCP, and it was just blood in my stool, and it was he diagnosed me with a fissure, just a tear, external tear, and so I managed that for a few months, and then in the spring of 17, the symptoms came back with more frequency and more severity, and so I went back in the summer of 17 and saw him again, and he said there was no tear there, so let's get you into a GI specialist. And I hemmed and hawed and found out that I finally scheduled a colonoscopy for July, called 3 weeks out just to make sure it was covered by insurance, which I found out it wasn't, so I canceled it, and then rescheduled again finally in the fall of 17 after talking with my wife and the symptoms not getting any better, and she basically was like, get in there. She kicked me and said, you gotta go, I didn't know if I was having some sort of other GI symptoms, if it was a Crohn's disease or, diverticulitis or something like that. My PCP as well as the GI doc, when I first saw him, both said if I was a betting man, internal hemorrhoid. That's where the bleeding's coming from. And so going into it, I wasn't too worried. I wasn't scared. And then when I woke up from the first colonoscopy, I got the news that I had stage 3 cancer. So